my students. I welcome you to Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. In today's government lesson, we want to examine another crucial topic, which says pressure groups.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
Before we proceed, we want to look at our objectives under this topic. Number one, at the end of the lesson, you will be able to define pressure groups. 2, to state the types of pressure groups. 3, to highlight the characteristics of pressure groups. 4, to mention the functions of pressure groups. And lastly, to explain the strategies and tactics of pressure groups, that is, the modes of operation. Now, what are pressure groups? These are the groups of people united by some common interests with the aim of influencing government policies to their own advantages. They do not attempt to control government machinery by contesting election. Pressure groups are not political parties. They are groups that influence, that are formed, they are like NGOs, non-governmental organizations, that are formed in order to protect the interests of their members. They are also called interest groups. And we have examples of this like Nigeria Union of Teachers, that is the NUT. We have Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN. All these groups are under pressure groups. Now the types of pressure groups. We have different kinds of pressure groups as they are connoted. 1, we have professional or occupational pressure group. This group, they are the sets of people that come together as a profession. The likely professionals, they come together to form this group in order to fight for their rights and to look for the interest, the welfare of their members. We have like Nigeria Bar Association that are called MBA. We have Market Women Association that are called MWA. When you go to all these organizations, we have that are professions like teacher, like doctors, lawyer. They have their own group that protect their own interests. Likewise, in the markets, we have different kinds of associations that formed in the market to protect the interests of their members and to make government know their agitations, what they want government to do for them. 2, economic pressure groups, e.g., Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. When we talk of economic, they are the ones that come together in order to control the economy of the states. They come together in which government find them as a means to get to the interests of the people in the government, to know what they want. Either they are in support of government economically. All these set of pressure groups, they are there to protect the work economy, their economic, they call them economic pressure group. They see to the trade, buying and selling in the country. And also under the types of pressure groups, we have cultural ethnic pressure groups, e.g. the Yoruba Council of Elders in West here. Also, we have the survivor of Ogoni people. We have Onaeze Indigbo. We have the Arewa Congress, the youths, whereby they come together to bring out their opinions about the policy of governments, what is happening around them, if they are in support or not, where they bring their agitations out to the public. And also we have educational pressure groups. Under this, we have academic staff of universities, that is those in the university, all their staffs. And then we have that are called ASU. We have National Association of Nigerian Students that belong to the higher institution, whereby all these people come together to bring out their opinions known to the government. And also we have what we call religious pressure groups. Religious pressure groups. For example, we have a Christian Association of Nigeria, that is for the Christian. We have a Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, SCIA, in which, according to their region, they set the group to bring out their opinion about the legitimacy of government. And also we have what we call promotional pressure groups. And under this is where we have human rights groups. These human rights group, they are so unique that because it is association that fights for the rights of the citizen and also for the weak people in the society. And also what we call labor union. And under this labor union, we have two strong groups that control the affairs of other pressure groups, in which they are the NSC, Nigeria Labour Congress, and CUC, Trade Union Congress. These two unions, they are the one that agitates for the rights of the workers. When we talk of new minimum wage, for example, now recently, you see that we have demonstration in Nigeria, whereby the workers agitated for new minimum wage because of the inflation in the prices of our utilities, what we are buying and what we are selling. So this union come out to bring out the opinion, what we are feeling as workers in Nigeria, in order for the government to do the rating for them. And lastly, we want to examine one of the types of pressure groups is gender-based pressure groups. For example, we have National Council of Women Societies. We have this set of women that come together to form this union organization in order to fight against discrimination of women in the society. Now we go to the characteristics, that is the features of pressure groups. 1, they do not seek political power. Pressure groups are not political parties. They are non-governmental organizations. They are not set up in order to seek for political position. No. They are there to seek for the interest and welfare of their members. 2, they often lobby those in government. It is one of their characteristics. They lobby, they maneuver into the government of their intention. They will come in, they will maneuver whatever their opinions known to the government in order to suit in their own advantage, the advantages of their members. 3, membership is limited to a particular group. That is, as I've explained earlier that we have types, different types of pressure groups. We have economic, we have professionals, we have gender. So if you must belong to one. Not that you are here, you are there. You must belong to one, and in which all of them are under the umbrella of NLC, that is Nigeria Labour Congress. Another point under the characteristics of a pressure group is they are well organized. And when we talk of this well organized, we are talking of the structure. They have the heads, they have the way that they work. They have their heads, they have the branches, they have the executives, and they have rules and organization. They have rules and regulation that guides the membership in the union. And lastly, they depend on dues and levies contributed by their members. They don't take funds from the government. They are NGOs. So they gather funds through the levies and their maybe annual dues and whatever they are doing to fund the organization. Now we go to the functions of the pressure groups. What are their functions? What are they doing? What do we know them for? 1, experts information. You know that we have said that these groups, we are specific in terms of maybe in trade, in business, school, in all these areas that they form themselves. They know what is happening, just like ministry. They know what is happening in their own area, in their profession. For example, the market women. They know their agitations. They know what they want. And they are the best to give the government the best information about what is happening, the views of the citizen about any policy or programs. So they give experts information out to the government. 2, welfare services. It is number one thing that they do. The welfare of their members. They seek to the welfareism of their members in terms of good wages, in terms of standard living. That is what they are doing. They are not fighting for political posts or anything, but what they are fighting for is the good living, good condition for their members. 3, protection of the weak is one of the features of pressure groups. They protect the weak. They speak for the weak. For example, the human rights. They speak for the weak. They protect those people that are less privileged. They don't have money maybe to go to court to do all these things. They don't have the boldness to come out that this is what they are feeling, they are experiencing. They come out as a body to protect the feeling of individual. 4, political education. They give awareness about politics. They have a lot of seminars, workshops that people listen to through social media, on television or radio. You will see a lot of, maybe see some people that they interview them. They talk about politics. They talk about the policy, the programs of the government. Majority are not part of the government, but through this means, what government is doing, we will know through whatever they are doing. They educate people, how people will participate in politics. And also political participation. Before the general election, they will come out to bring out the views of majority, that this government is doing it right, is not doing it right. They will lecture us that we should participate. So far you are eligible, you should participate in the election. So they make this awareness about political activities, whereby they want people to participate, to give their right out. Another point under the functions of the pressure groups is to check on the excesses of the government. Recently, when you look at what is happening in Nigeria, whereby the Labour Congress, they come out that the workers should go on strike, they should go on demonstration in order to review their pays, the policies of governments. It is one of the means whereby these organizations or unions, they check the SSs, what they are doing, if the legislature and the executive, if they are doing it well or not. This union come together and make their views known in the public. And also intermediaries is one of their functions. They stand between the citizens and the governments. It's not everybody that can go to Aso Rock. But this organization, they stand for individual, for the citizens in the country. So they stand as a mediator to represent us before the executive and the legislatures to bring our views known to them. And also advisory. They stand, is one of the work that they are doing. They give advice to the executives and legislation based on the policies and their programs and how they will implement it in order to suit every citizen in the country. Now we go to the strategies and tactics of pressure group, that is the modes of operation. How do they operate? Number one, by lobby. As I've earlier said, that they are not politicians, but they are groups that stand on their own to protect the interests of their member. So they will go to lobby, to maneuver into the government, to make the agitation, their view known to the government, especially on the policies and the programs the government are making. Two, through campaign and publicity, they come out to campaign. They will do signboards, flyers. They will call people together. They will go on air, that is through mass media. They will tell people about this, because whatever, through this mass media, whatever they are doing in Lagos now, all over, they can see it. So they campaign, or they have representatives in all the states, whereby if they are owning meeting or they are doing campaign now, likewise, they will be doing it other states also, just to make their views known. No. 3, through petitions. They write letter through the petition. They write letter to the government. If they are not doing it right, they will write letter to the legislature. They write letter to the executive if they are not doing, in order for them to checkmate their excesses. And also through mass media, through television, radio, internet. They will come there on radio. They will be granted interview, whereby all these their view agitations will be known, and majority of citizens will see them through this means in order to give support to what they are agitating for. And also by civil obedience. They cause this in the society so that governments will not take them for granted. For example, recently in Nigeria that we have demonstration, whereby they are told to have a peaceful demonstration. But when we look at some parts of the states in Nigeria, whereby it is not just demonstration, they turn it to rioting, whereby they are breaking government properties, all these things. Sometimes they use this in order to operate, to make the agenda known to the government. And also sit-at-home protests is one of the means that they operate. It's not necessarily that they will go on strike. It's not necessary that they demonstrate, or they can call for a Monday sit at home. When you look at some states in eastern parts of Nigeria, whereby they are called to sit at home on Monday, they should not open their shop markets, in order to bring the agenda known to the government that this is what we want and this is what we don't want. And also through demonstration, they come out with plans to write, We want this. Give us minimum wage. Give us this. It's not enough. You can do more. All these things, by going out, singing, shouting, sit on the floor, they are demonstrating. They are showing their feelings for the government to know how they feel about the policies of the government. And lastly, through strikes and boycotts, they go on strike. They can call for 3 days warning strike, 7 days, indefinite strike, just for the government to feel what they are feeling. Not to obstruct the system, but they are doing all these things for the government to feel their pains. That is why they are doing all these things. And I believe that with this little time, you have gained 1 or 2 knowledge about this topic, pressure groups.
Acing your WAEC and NECO examinations has been made easy by the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education with the Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO Candidates television program. Join seasoned teachers as they take you through these core subjects, targeting the exact syllabus of WAEC and NECO. Watch Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates through these social media platforms to access more educational content and give their feedback. Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. Pass your examinations with flying colors.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
Now we go to our practicing question. The first question says, pressure groups provide dash. A. Manifestos for political parties. B. Sponsorship of candidates for political office. C. Aims and objectives for a wider appeal for the electorate. D. Participation at the grassroots. When you examine the question very well, the right answer there is D. Participation at the grassroots. They are not political parties. They are not seeking for position, but they are there to represent their members. 2. Labor groups mostly come under the umbrella of a dash. A. Industrial Workers Union. B. Trade Union Congress. C. Economic Group. D. Civil Defense. Observe the option very well. The right answer there is B. Trade Union Congress. As we have said earlier that we have 2 major bodies, the NSC and TUC. So, 3. Pressure groups seek to influence the politics of governments, dash. A. So that all citizens can benefit. B. To the advantage of their members. C. To suit the manifestos of political parties. D. To conform with electoral acts. The answer there is B. To the advantage of their members. That is the main reason they are formed. Question 4 says, which of the following is not a method used by pressure groups to achieve their objectives? A. There is embarking on demonstration. B. Employing lobbyists. C. Embarking on strike and boycotts. D. Contesting for political positions. The right answer for that question is option D, that is contesting for political position. It is not one of the method objectives of pressure groups. The fifth question says, the membership of pressure groups is usually limited because they dash: A, pursue specific and narrow objectives; B, promote other people's interests; C, do not have dynamic leadership; D, promote the interests of the government. Look at it very well. The right answer there is A, pursue specific and narrow objectives, because that is what they want. They protect just the interests of their membership. That is the right answer for this question.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
For any comments or question, you can contact us on any of our social media platforms shown on the screen. Thank you. Have a good day.